Hello, I'm back already. I just got done doing my other video that you may have watched already. I just did this video. In fact, the paint is still wet. But I thought, you know what? I'm going to share this other video. This is be a short one because this won't take me very long to do. I'm just going to paint my roses that I always do on the inside. People who know me at pottery always say, oh yeah, Lisa and her roses, because it's easy to do. So this is a diamond core sponge. These are not cheap, but they work great. They last forever. But what I do is I dip it in water so it's all wet, and I'm going to sand down my bowl. The edges are a little rough. So let me lower you down. Did I even say what day it was? I just started right away, didn't I? It's November 20. It's the same date as the last one. 28th? I think it's the 28th. It's Saturday. Thanksgiving was last week. So, anyway, yeah. So I've been cleaning most of the day, but then I thought I stopped to glaze these bowls that I have. They have to go in the kiln tomorrow morning because I have a show next week. Hi, Chris. So I forgot one more to do before I put a clear on them, and I forgot to show you in my last video how I do the clear. It's not really any big deal, but the brush you use is a big deal. So anyway, so let me lower you down here so you can see what the heck I am doing. There we go. So like I said, I wet this because you don't want any dust. And I just want to take off. I use B-Mix 5 with grog. So sometimes if you use a sponge around the edge, which you really shouldn't, it's nice to take a piece of plastic and compress the rim so you don't have, and it pushes that grog down in here. But I make these at the Dunham Recreation Center where I teach. So a lot of times I don't really pay attention because I'm demonstrating. And just keep your sponge wet. And you can feel that. You don't want a rough edge on a serving piece. And like I said, just dip it in the water every once in a while. Keep it wet. I'm going to flip this over so I don't get underglaze all over here. You can just take your finger and rub it around the edge and make sure you don't have any burrs. It should feel nice and smooth. Yeah, it feels much better. Alrighty. So now I'm just going to sponge it off. Make sure get that dust off of there. Make sure your sponge is clean. The water's not the cleanest. I have to get these done before the kitty cats wake up and bombard me. They keep wanting to drink out of my water bowl. And it's so dirty, you wouldn't think the cats would want to drink out of it. Alrighty. So, okay, so I got splash water all over my glasses. Oh, that's dirty. Let's try if I have something clean here so I can see. Hope everybody's doing well. finally getting cold here. I shouldn't say really cold. It was 50 in the 50s this past week. I think it was 60 for Thanksgiving. But I think it was frost on the grass this morning. So okay, so on the outside, I'm going to put my leaves. I don't know if you... I always like to put the leaves on the outside. I have a lot of leftover paint here. Let's see, let me show you. On my little, this is just an old lid. It's like a little paint palette. Move. Oh, there we go. I'm looking for the pin for this. Make sure I don't lose the pin for that, Lisa. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to put my leaves around the outside. I like to mix the colors with another color to add a little interest. And what I do is I just kind of go around with one color. No, not with really one color. Kind of like, as you can see, I'm mixing it with a little bit of yellow with one layer, is what I meant to say. Uh-oh. Here's trouble. Don't step in there. Millie, be a good girl. No, puy. No. I'm trying to make a video. Oh, this is the one we call Squeaky. No. Don't step in that. We call her Squeaky because she can't, I don't know, she just kind of squeaks. Hello, baby. Hi. She always puts her butt in my face. No, you can't drink out of there. Yucky. Come on, move along. I know, she's a lover girl, aren't you? Aren't you a little lover girl? No, don't step in that. I gotta put up a barricade here. No, you can't get in there. They've been sleeping most of the day, so now, of course, they're gonna be raring to go. Hey, don't step in that paint. No, puy, hey. No, don't drink out of that water. Go, move along. Oh, jeez. Now, Millie. I'm going to add a little. So this is avocado green, and I'm going to add a little bit of chartreuse to it. Oh, no, that is dirty water. Hey, come here. No, I'll be a good girl. You can be a good girl, you can be a bad girl, huh? Yeah. You cannot drink water out of there. Yeah. You cannot drink water out of there. Say hi. Okay. Go on over there. Oh, there's Molly too. Yikes. The girls are up. This could be a disaster. I didn't hurry up enough. No, I see her coming back. No. Hey. No. Gosh. That water is dirty. Now, march yourself right back over there. I have fresh bowls of water for them all over the house. And they gotta drink out of that dirty water. Yeah, my son and they're coughing too. Maybe we're getting our colds back. We had colds last week. They should be going away. Hey, 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 don't be clawing up my chair, Millie. Oh my Lord, these cats. Get cats, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Oh my gosh, did you guys see the video where, I think I put that on Instagram. When I first got them, Millie was afraid of me. Well, she was afraid of everybody. She was a stray. I guess she was considered feral. Both her and her sister were. They were really very sick when the SPCA got them. And I went to grab her and she clawed the heck out of me and bit me and whew. But now she's a little lover girl. She still doesn't like being picked up. But when I'm sitting down in the chair watching TV or, my gosh, she rubs all over me and wants to be petted and of course wants treats too. We kind of spoil them with treats. I'm adding some blues on here, and I'll show you what I'm doing a little bit closer here. So can you see the blues? I don't think, I was thinking about adding something else to the outside here, but I'm not sure. I'm going to think about it. I don't think I'm going to. Underglazes will not stick to the kiln shelf, so you can put them on the bottom. If you put them on really thick, they can stick. Any underglaze can stick if you put them on really thick. When you put them on really thick, any can stick, but some brands tend to stick a little more than others. The Velvet Underglazes don't stick very much. Okay. So now let's do the inside. So the inside, I always do my roses. So I'm going to find a clean spot on here because I want to use colors that are mixed. So I think I'm going to add some white. I've got a little bit of purple here, so I think I'll add a little purple. The heck? Oh, there's a cat on the back of my chair. Oh, Lord, this is Molly. Hi, Molly. No. Hey, Molly. Oh, that's Poi. Now, this is the other one. Say hi, Molly. No. Hey, shh. No. Now, you came up here on my table. You be a good girl. So this is Molly. Yeah, you can't drink out of there. It's bad. It's bad. Yeah. Okay. All right. Mommy's trying to make a video here. Yeah. Move on. Don't knock that over. As if they understand me. So, okay. I've got some red. This is bright red, white, a little bit of violet. I think that's it. I'm going to put a little more red in here. No. So I want a little bit of pinks and so okay. I think I'll do. It's a little more purple than what I want. So I think what I'll do is probably come back. And I like it more streaked. I'm going to add a little more red. go. I'm just going to go around. This is so easy to do. You're just basically making swirls. No, poi poi, poi poi. No, Amelie, and I got both of them up here. Oh gosh. Oh lordy, lordy, I'm gonna set this right here. No, hey, don't be stepping in that, sister. I won't be able to think straight. Okay. So I hope you can see what I'm doing here. So some are small, some are big. You don't want them all the same size. Okay, they're kind of moseying on, so I can move my stuff back over here. So now I'm going to go back with the second time. And like I said, you can kind of just, this is kind of the same as the finger painting. I mean, kind of decide. What I don't want to do is, I want to be able to see my circles that I'm putting in here. I don't want to blend the colors so much that you can't see the swirls. And sometimes if you use too big of a brush, you can do that. So you gotta be careful not to use too big of a brush. The smaller the brush, the more kind of swirl marks you'll have. It's so hard to tell what time it is when it gets dark at 5:30 now. I hate that it gets dark so early. I wish they would just leave the time change go. So now I'm adding a little more red. It was kind of purpley, which isn't bad. But sometimes that red, the purple, when it's light colored, well, I guess all of them can kind of burn out, but you do want to add several layers because some of the colors, will burn out. I think that's good. I don't think this camera, these lights are going to do the colors justice, but the colors look really pretty. From looking at it from here, the colors just hardly even showing up. Well, the colors turn out really pretty. So I think what I'm going to do is add, I think I'm going to add a little bit yellow in the center. Believe it or not, this yellow is bright yellow. But when I dumped it out of the jar, it was almost black because of the bacteria in there, the mold bacteria. And you know how it is if you open up a jar of yellow or orange that's been closed up for a long time. Oh my gosh, it stunk so bad. Now I could add a little bit of bleach to that. Some people add vinegar. And that's fine too. But it burns out, so when you're painting it on, you know it's gonna fire bright yellow still. There we go. Okay, so now also I'm going to add a little bit more of this avocado green, and I added a little bit of blue to that, so it's some of this blue got into there, so I just mixed it up, and it adds some nice accent. So and so now these I will go back over these leaves again, but there's no sense in doing it now because that first coat, um, you can brush it on and brush it on and brush it on, and it just keeps wiping it off. So you got to let that first coat dry. This brush is a little bit bigger than what I probably should be using for this. I just buy, I don't know, this doesn't even have a name brand on it. I just go to Hobby Lobby and buy whatever brushes they have on sale for acrylic paints. Watercolor bristles are too soft. You really don't want watercolor bristles. You want acrylic. You could use oil too, I guess. They're kind of, sometimes they can be a little too stiff. These are like horsehair, but they're a thicker horsehair. They're not real fine like the watercolors. In fact, I think I'm going to ditch this brush. Get one that's a little bit thinner. Here's another one. This one is called, oh, this is one of my better ones. This is called Grumbacher, Grumbacher. I think I ordered these off of Amazon. I'm going to mix a little bit of the orange and the yellow in here. No sense in wasting that glaze. I think I'll add a little bit, yeah, just a touch more green. This is another thing. You're putting all these leaves on here. You have to kind of sit back and look at them and see if they make sense. So now I'm going to go back. I'm going to add a touch of blue to the green because I want just a little bit darker green in spots. I think even this brush is a little big. I'm going to squeeze the color out. Squeeze some of the glaze out. I'm going to get a different one. To go a little bit smaller. This is back to one of these cheaper brushes. So you can see they're just like, you know, this cheap horsehair brushes. Get a little bit more of the green. I think I got it because I had a little bit too much blue in there. And like I said, I don't want to mix it all because I want to see those streaks. And I want to keep a kind of a sharper point. There we go. Okay, so let's finish this up and Does everybody have their tree up? We're not putting up one this year because of the cats. They probably just knock it down anyway. They get into all my plants, and I had to leave some of my plants outside. Hopefully they'll come back next year. I gave away some plants, and a few plants I'm going to take to work with me. Because some of them are poisonous, and I can't have those in the house with the girls. Okay, so don't know. I think that looks good. What do you think? You can see I put little yellow dots in the center. Yeah, they're easy to make. So, I think that's dry. Well, I'm going to do the outside first. These I'm going to outline. There we go. Get the dust out of there. Or the paint specks, I should say, not really dust. I have a wet sponge to clean my tip. I'm going to do the outside. I'm going to check this. There we go. Should I add more water? I think I should just add a little bit of water in here. I have my spray bottle here. Okay. Put the lid back on and oh no, what did I do with the... Here we go, here it is. The little pin, put the pin inside there. Shake the heck out of it. So if there's any chunks on here, Millie, oh, goodness sakes. Hey, pull, that water's dirty. No. Oh, you just stepped in that. Hey. Okay, I'm shaking this up. I gotta remember what I'm doing here. I'm going to set this over here so she doesn't walk in it if she comes back. Okay, I think I got this shaken up enough. Let me try. Okay, well, So when you're mixing your underglaze in these bottles, if you turn it upside down and it drips out, it's too thin. If it clogs constantly, it's... What's that noise? I hear somebody banging on a window. I got too much blue right here, so I'm gonna thin that blue out. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of green to it. I had a kind of a chunk of blue. Alright, so I'm going to do the other side first because I know that those will be dry. I don't know why. I keep thinking it's raining, but we have a one of those blow-up helicopters with Santa in it and the elf on our roof. So I can hear the fan blowing. That blows it up, and it feels like it's raining. So if you're interested in something that I'm painting, let me know, and I can put it in my Etsy shop if you are interested in buying it. I've had a few people, I guess they message me and tell me they're interested in something, but they must have that new vanishing text. Facebook has a, and I don't, I assume it's new because I've never seen it before. But when someone reads your text, it vanishes, and it's the most annoying thing because people will send me stuff, and then I'll scroll through, and I may be riding in the car or sitting in a parking lot waiting for somebody. I read the text and I think, okay, I'll go home and reread it or mark down what it says, and then I go home and I can't find it. I never can find it again. And I have searched and searched and searched. And I know a friend of mine has the vanishing text thing. And it was on mine and I turned it off. I think I turned it off. But yeah, so I try to get back to a couple of you. Oh, sorry, I gotta move around my chair. I got like 3 cushions in my chair and it still gets hard to sit when I'm sitting for a while. Anyway, I've tried to get back to some people and I can't find their message anywhere. So I apologize for that. I don't know. I've looked and looked. So when you're going around, you just want, you don't want to make too many swirls where it gets too dark, too busy. And then if it clogs up, that's the, kind of the pain about glazing on, oh, that doesn't want to go in there. Glazing on Bisqueware. Oh, look at that little bugger, don't want to go in there. Oh, there we go. There we go. So when you're using this tip on underglazes that haven't been fired, there's kind of a trick to hold it on its side so that you're using it more like this and not like this, so that the tip doesn't get all gunked up. And you are trying, you don't want to push the tip into the underglaze. You're trying to just kind of, it's it's hard if you're trying to make precise marks, but you want to pull the tip away from you. Actually, oh shoot, towards you, so that you're not shoving underglaze up into the tip. If you do, just take your needle, put it back in, and get that underglaze out of there. Okay, I think that is it. It is done. So can you see that? I don't know, like when I'm looking at it from here through my camera lens on my phone, the colors just aren't showing up. I hope they show it better for you guys, but it looks really pretty in person. You can see all the variations in color. But let's see if I can lift this up without it falling into the glazes. Yeah, it looks really pretty from me, from what I can see. I'm very pleased with it. These are one of my favorite things to paint because they're so pretty and they're so easy. They're easy to do. And like I said, just some little simple leaves on the outside, and I always like to put one on the bottom. And that is it. Thanks for watching. Again, this is Amaco Velvet Underglazes on B Mix 5 with grog. I fired a cone 5. So I am glazing. Oh, you little stink pot. Hey, hey, hey. Poi, 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 poi. Millie, no. Hey, no. Oh, now you got underglaze on you. The kitty cat, Millie's back. So B Mix 5 with grog, fired a cone 5, but I'm glazing using underglaze on Bisqueware. So that's what I wanted to do is I wanted to, this is not drying. I want to put, I want to show how I do the the clear. I want to show you how I do the clear. It looks pretty. I got my fingers in some of it when I try to grab the cat. It's always a challenge to glaze and you got kitty cats running around. I'm sure a lot of you know that already. This is still a little damp, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to glaze, put clear on this bowl I just did in my other video. Let me dry my hands really well so I don't smear anything. This is the one I did in the previous video. So I'm going to turn these paper towels over to get them clean. Put the needle back, or the pin back in my, if I can see where it goes, back in my underglaze bottle. And so the clear, I can't even talk anymore. The clear I'm using today is a Amaco stoneware zinc-free clear. Some people don't think it's necessary to use zinc-free clear, but it will alter some of your colors. Not all of them, but it'll alter some of them. So let me show you how I underglaze. I use where's one at now? Where'd a little booger go? Oh, here it is. Doesn't look like much when it's all wet. This is a Amaco number 8 fan brush. Now this is like I said, it's all wet, so it doesn't show. But this is one of the fluffy ones. Don't get one of these thin ones that have, you know, I bought one of those too. They have like 10 hairs in them. You don't want those. This is about $10. But it's a Amaco number 8 soft fan CB-618. So Amaco soft fan CB-618, number 8. The reason being is you want to get a lot of, oh, you can't really see what I'm doing. I'm going to lower you down a little bit again. You want a lot of glaze on here. Look at that. Look how fat that gets. That's what you want, because you don't want to have to smear what you just painted. You want it to just glide on. Look at that. That's it. So wiggle it around in there. Get it filled up. Don't be afraid to, and then just gently glide it over it. Do not go over any area twice. Really load up that brush. Like I said, you just want to glide over it. Do not, there you go. I can kind of go over this twice because there's nothing there. So one coat is on here. Now this is going to dry before I put the second coat on. But you just want, that first coat is got to be thick on the brush so it glides on very, very smoothly. You do not want to press hard. Let's see. I'm trying to look for something to set this on. Okay, so I'm going to hold it up at a little bit of an angle, but the same thing goes for here. I want a lot of glaze on here. I want it very fat. And then I'm just going to gently put it on here. put it smeared around. Be generous with it. And with a light touch. I think it's not quite dry on the inside, so I don't want to hold the inside like I usually do. Usually I do more than one at a time, and I'll do all the outsides, and then I'll come back and do all the insides. So it's easier to hold. There's Archie again. Now he wants to go out. Chris? Yeah, so get a lot on your brush. And like I said, have a gentle touch. Just glide it on. Do not, you know, I see some people like this going back and forth. You don't want to do that. Just gently, you know, you're kind of just slapping it on there. Okay, so let's turn it back over. The inside's dry. Like I said, normally I wait for them to dry first. Let's see. This one looks like it's dry. Let's move this one over. Now if I can pick it back up without getting my fingerprints on there. Let's go ahead and put the coat on this one now. Looks like it's dry. And I'm just gently gonna cover this up. So I'm just kind of, like I said, I think the best terminology is slapping it on there. Do not rub it. Do not go back and forth and back and forth. Mike's son Chris is going to get him. Okay, so I'm just trying to get a good first coat on there. I put 2 coats on and that's it. And then at the bottom, put a lot on that brush. I don't worry about getting it all over the table because who cares? I got paper towels down. This is where my big hands come in handy, huh? Oh, it is hard on my hands though. Oh. I'm getting old, I'm getting arthritis. Okay, so, oh, there we go. Make sure you get your rims good, because that's what's going to take the most beating in the dishwasher. Okay, so see how quick that was? Inside and out in 1 minute. Let's do one more. One more. I'm almost really probably putting on 2 coats because this is going on pretty thick. You definitely don't want to, well, I never put more than 2 coats on. I really haven't had this clear or the Amaco HF9. I have not had that go foggy or cloudy. But some of them I have. Okay, let's see here. I want to get this rim really well. So this way I'll have at least 1 coat on all this. I will let it dry, and I will put a second coat on when it's all dry. You don't want to put the second coat on when it's wet. Like I said, get this nice and thick. See how quick that is? Oh no, there's a kitty cat. Oh geez. No, no. You're a stink pot. That's what you are, a stink pot. I'm going to put a lid on the water so she can't get in the water. Hi, Melly. No, the water's covered up. You can't get to it, can you? Huh. No, you have plenty of water. Go drink your own water. I have to redo my lip on here because I just set it down. Okay. Oh, there we go. That's a heavy duty one. Okay, so I got one coat on all these. I'm going to kind of go around this lip again. No, it's wet. Oh, she's a little stink pot. Stink pot. Anyway, so that's how I do clear. Just be generous with your brush. Make sure you have enough on there. Make sure the brush is nice and soft. You don't want to use one of these brushes and you're, you know, going back and forth. You're gonna smear your hard work. So make sure you get yourself a Amaco number 8 soft fan brush, nice and thick. And have a great evening, because now I don't know what time it is. It's so, when it turns dark so early, it's hard to tell what time it is. But yeah, so I will put these in the kiln. Today's Saturday. I'll put these in the kiln tomorrow morning, Sunday morning, and they should be cool enough to empty. I'll probably wait till Tuesday morning. I know I have a Girl Scout class Monday night, so probably Tuesday morning I'll do a video and I will show you how all this turned out. Let's cross our fingers. Have a great day and thanks for watching.